Good afternoon, YouTube. I went out and I did my little social experiment, and I found there's a lot of crazy things. I went to the church. I'm going to tell you, just give you a summary, then I'll go over my detailed notes. This church is Soul Harvest in Hollandale. And the summary of it all is that it's just all a big like sales scheme. What they do is they bring like the people that have some genuine Christianity to them, people that actually are kind of old fashioned and want to believe, and those are the people they put up front. But if you listen to what the person that is the pastor actually says, it's completely, none of it matches up. It's evil and it's distorted. Now, when I say evil, I mean, it's like he'll say one thing and then he'll say the exact opposite, and it's almost like he knows no one is paying attention. So it's just like, I sense that he has an awareness of other people that are aware, and it's like, okay, I can say whatever I want to say up here, and nobody's gonna question it because people don't pay attention. Now, I went to the Sunday school service, and it was very interesting. The theme of it, based on the corporate books that all of the churches order from, a certain place, was corporate confession. Now, what the theme of it should have been was preaching about corporate confessions. The corporate, the things that people that are in the interest of the total body of Christ, that affect the total body of Christ, and you come together and pray on it. What the pastor said when he got up to preach on it was something completely different. That basically they decide what they want to pray about, and that's what they pray on. Period. Scary. And I'm just going to go from my notes because it kind of gives a better. They sang a few songs. I jotted the names of the songs down because I said, well, hope above all hopes, that, if it's something that touches me, feel me, I will learn these songs so that when I go, I can sing along. I came in contact with probably about 10 different types of Christians, maybe more, in my little sojourn there. One was the All About Me Christian, and this is the lady that came in her 6-inch pumps, tight dress, 40 to 50ish, dyed blonde hair, dreadlocks, and just very self-contained. The posture that I read was like self-righteous. Didn't think anything about it. I just figured she was focused on the ceremony or whatever. My things was in the aisle that she was sitting in, and just the presence that she gave made me want to just go all the way around the whole building and go back the other way to get to my seat. But then I was like, that doesn't make sense. That's not rational. Let's just, tap her on the shoulder and, say, excuse me. I tapped her on the shoulder, and she gave me this look like, just this look like, how dare you touch me, And I was like, oh, I'm sitting right there. So I went to sit, and there was a young teenage boy, young man, boy, whatever, that was sitting there before, like after I came, before she came. Maybe they sat there always. And during the Sunday school, I said to myself that that I would move just in case that happens to be somebody's seat. And the boy was like right on top of, where my stuff was. So I was like, let me move down a little bit, and I guess he figured, I don't know if that was her son or just some kid, I don't know. But so I was like, let me move down from where I'm sitting at. So, I moved down a little bit, but then there's not really enough room. I have my little cart in a bag so that when I go grocery shopping, and there's somebody coming on the other end, and then finally I'm like, I just need to get up and move because this is uncomfortable. The young man is like right on top of me. Cruella DeVille is on the other side, and when I started clapping and stuff, it was just like, how dare she clap while I clap, so I was like, I just need to move. And then the girl on the other side, she might have had family that was coming, so I moved my things to the back. And this brings us to, I'm going out of order, the next Christian. I had walked out because, like, after Bible school, well, I'll go in order what's on the paper. The struggling to make it Christian. Before that incident happened, I was walking out. It was after Sunday school. Sunday school class was okay. There was a lot of intelligent people there. But I walked out to see if I could find some paper. I didn't have paper. I was writing my notes in my little Bible, and when I walked back, there was a man that was at the door. The man that was at the door was, slightly overweight. He looked kind of sluggish, like I feel sluggish, and I looked like he didn't look as bad as I did, but he had a sluggish look, like he was half alert but sluggish. And so when I came back, the door was locked. I don't know why the door was locked. Churches do that for some reason when they're trying to film and I guess put the propaganda out there for the church. So, the door was locked. He said, wait. Then finally he unlocked the door. I let everybody go, and I said to him, is it possible that I could get some paper? I'd like to take notes. And then he didn't hear me. I repeated it again. Then he was just like, just go have a seat. We'll see what we can do. So I'm like, okay. But the feeling I got is he's not looking for no paper. It's just not happening. So I went in. I started to sit. There was an usher girl passing out plans. So I said to her, I tried to whisper in her ear. She couldn't hear me. But I was like, do you have any paper? I'd like to take notes. And she was like, sure. She immediately went, got her notebook, this beautiful notebook she had. And I really hated that she tore this paper out. You can't see how cute it is. Cute paper. And I was like, no. She's like, no, it's okay. Not only did she took out 2, but she took out 4 sheets. I'm going to go back this evening, again, with open eyes and ears and a laid-back spirit. And so she was, see, I came to her, that type of Christian that she was she's a different type of Christian. But anyways, I was talking about the struggling to make it Christian. When I had walked out, there was this lady, beautiful lady, very tall, very statuesque, Amazon-like, and she had on this dress. It was a very fitting, tight dress, but to me it was tasteful because she had the shape for it, and she wasn't being sleazy. It probably was just something that she had. It was inexpensive. She wore it. She had a teenage daughter that was beautiful and statuesque like her. She was probably preteen, more like 13 or so. Had her hair, up in a bun. And when she saw me look at her mother, the look in her eyes, what I read from it was that she thought that I was judging her mom because maybe her mom is judged all the time. But no, I was looking because I was like, oh, that's a beautiful dress. It looks like something that I used to wear, the type of stuff that I used to wear when I had the body for it. And so I was looking at her just out of curiosity, not out of any negativity. But the girl looked at me with a look like she was kind of embarrassed because maybe people look at her mom the wrong way, and she thought that I was looking at her wrong, but I was not. I was thinking to myself, what a beautiful, beautiful woman. And to me, what I saw is the struggling, trying to make it Christian. She's a beautiful, probably kind-hearted person. People, because she's so beautiful and so kind-hearted, people probably talk bad about her because, quite simply, they're jealous, and she dresses the way she dresses because it's comfortable, I don't see anything sleazy about the way she was dressing. But so struggling, trying to make it Christian. And the third one is the embarrassed by her mom Christian. That's a teenager that I was talking about, where it's so many things that happen in a person's life that they see so many times that people look at her mom the wrong way, and she's embarrassed, but she shouldn't be. She has the most beautiful mom there is out there, one of the most. Number 4 kind of Christian is, oh, you're so hopeless Christian. That's the man at the door. He had no consideration. He would be pleasant and cordial, or like just cordial. I asked him for the paper. He had no intention of looking for no paper, and basically, not that he had any evil thoughts about me, but basically he's just like, go sit down and don't worry about it. Like, you need more in your life than paper. Is basically what it was. The 5, the pinch to encourage Christian. I really like this lady. She walked by, she hugged me, she squeezed me, and pinched me, and that was good because it kind of woke me up. Not really pinched me, but she squeezed my arm hard enough for it to hurt. And I guess she was telling me to wake your ass up. And I'm not a holy, but she was like, basically wake you up, wake up. So I did, and then I realized I was sitting in the last row, and that's usually where the deacons and ushers sit. So I moved because I didn't want to be taking somebody's seat and somebody have to ask me to move. The next one, the Christian type number 6, are the intelligent Christians. Bible study, there was a family that was just on fire. Intelligent, cognizant, aware. And it makes me wonder, how do people that are so intelligent, cognizant, and aware, when it comes to the actual church service, how do they zone out like that? And I bet they would defend their pastor like to the T, till fighting. But there were some intelligent, cognizant people there. Um, Christian type number 7, the Christians that were taught well. Um, they were well-mannered, teenagers, early adults. Excuse me, please, thank you, respect for adults. Christian number 8, jamming with joy Christian. This person, I don't think he really, he's just so. These are the people that's scared, and this is what the church does. It tries to get you up and raptured so much into everything that you're not even cognizant. You're not using your brain to think. And so, they're just like dancing in the aisles, just dancing just to be dancing. It could be just dancing. And they're just in their own world, just dancing. They're not even really paying attention to everything. They're just in the environment, or what they perceive the environment to be in their head, and they're just jamming. Christian type number 9, need to feel good about yourself, Christian. This to me is the young adult, probably mid-20s, a couple children under their belt, well-dressed, well-mannered. Her children are decent. She's doing the best that she can. Once again, she's doing the best that she can, and she needs to feel good about herself. So, she carries herself well, and she goes to church for that, because to escape the reality of, damn, I got these kids and blah blah blah. Christian type number 10, the disgruntled teenager. Now this, the young teenage boy or young man, I don't know, that was sitting beside me, it was like he obviously, from when his mom, or I don't know if it was his mom, it might have just been another church member, maybe weird stuff going to church, somebody he's dating, I don't know. But the woman's like 40, 50 years old. The teenage boy probably somewhere between like 18 to 20. And, he was alright, sitting upright and everything. And so she came, and he was just head down in his lap, like, oh my gosh. And the thing about it, she was an attractive woman, not a bad looking young man. But if that was her son, what that body language says to me, the way that he slumped down as soon as she came, is that, ooh, I'm way over.